Hello, everyone. Amidst all the chaos and destruction, we have some good news, and that is banks are starting to offer crypto services, and even a couple of crypto companies are starting to become banks. So, as you know, we have Operation Choke Point 2.0, and that was something supposedly under Biden and Gary Gensler to discourage banks from working with crypto companies. There's been a lot of documents that's actually been leaked from the FDIC and other things that can kind of confirm that, and now they're reversing the situation. I think today they took a big step. And the banks actually lost an ally on their side in Elizabeth Warren because she criticized banks today on this issue for cutting their ties. Now, those are obviously crocodile tears from Elizabeth Warren. But the thing is, like they lost someone that could possibly speak up for them. So either way right now, you have basically banks under the pro-crypto Trump administration to clear a path to offer to crypto services. Donald Trump's pro-crypto stance may open the door for banks to offer cryptocurrency services. Banks see blockchain adoption to cut costs. And Bank of America has even said that if this were to happen fully, which means it is right now, banks would jump on the transactional side, which I actually do think some financial institutions already have. Along with this, Telcoin has actually been granted approval to open Nebraska's first digital asset bank. And that's pretty big, like that gives kind of like solid grounding for people to actually invest in digital assets. Telcoin, a pioneer, Telcoin, by the way, is another remittance coin, much like XRP or XLM. A pioneer in blockchain-based financial services, announced that its application to become Nebraska's first digital asset depository institution has been conditionally approved by the state's Department of Banking and Finance. This approval brings Telcoin Bank, a digital asset bank, another step closer to creating the first real bridge between traditional finance and cryptocurrencies. Once that is established, that is even more liquidity for everything else. Obviously, we have Powell saying that banks can provide crypto services, although with a couple of caveats. They have to be fully regulated. But today we also read that the SEC is basically reducing their enforcement of crypto, and their top crypto lawyer has actually been sent to the IT department. So there's a lot of moving pieces right now with this. And what it's going to result in is basically the FDIC and the Fed's approval for banks to actually work with crypto and not as much litigation from the SEC or the CFTC, which, by the way, said regulation by enforcement is actually over. And that's going to just open up a lot of banks and completely reverse their position on working with cryptocurrencies. So obviously that's really, really good news for cryptocurrencies. And obviously, like, they're even looking at the debanking issue and maybe pressing charges on people that debank crypto in the last administration. It's a hot button bill. I don't think anyone will actually be charged all that much, but just the scare of being charged to not work with cryptocurrencies probably has these banks on edge. So crypto will be getting probably a lot of on-ramps via banks. You'll see a lot more on-ramps for the CEXs, maybe even for a DEX or two, but that's kind of out there right now. So you'll see a lot more USD pairs, which means you don't have to depend nearly as much on Bitcoin to actually on-ramp crypto, and that could be a huge crypto decoupling event, and that would be massive for crypto. I'm hoping that actually happens, but just the massive amount of liquidity coming in builds a solid foundation for later in the year when all this chaos kind of subsides. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.